For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Taken in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
With a play fake to Jacobs. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. First carry for Josh Jacobs. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on third and about 14.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Shotgun now for Carr. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. This pass from Carr taken in by Waller. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It was Shaq Lawson there. He'll get credit for the tackle for loss. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. He'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd down, Tua. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to go and got his man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Tua now on 1st down. has it. What a catch. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
On play action, it's Carr. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Carr able to find Ruggs. That's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. On that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
From the gun, it's Tua. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
1st down, Dolphins.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 44-yard line.
On play action, here's Tua. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away.
Taken in at the 22. That'll go as a punt of 30 yards that time. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
That one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Throwing his car on 3rd down.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Las Vegas sending out their punter now. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach is talking to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody will press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And his throw is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Carr. Looking for it's intercepted. Picked by Darren Worley. Bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So they obviously declined that
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Raiders 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Raiders take over.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
17-yard line.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
The throw complete here to Williams. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
34-yard line.
Jacobs now. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. This is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebacker.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devontae Parker, 31 yards. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
They don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it down and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
You're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On play action, now Carr. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carr.
Reception here by Ruggs.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this from 37. Gay's kick is good. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Breida to get the third quarter started. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
McMillan.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a big 32-yard play on third.
And the Dolphins first down.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Steps it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cleveland Farrell able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Tua. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to... run after the catch, and now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Tua on 4th down. That's Tua's running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Throwing on first down is Carr. It's intercepted. Picked by Darren Worley. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
He's got a man, complete. That's right, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 77 yards. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one do I go with that.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he stopped immediately there. Bad news, they didn't get it on second down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on third.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the first down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what we'll come back with in order to pick it up.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Here's a toss right side for Breida. And he's got room. There he goes right side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, 49 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his second TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 32 that time. On 1st down, Carr. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Las Vegas, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Into the red zone, it's Carr. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy.
We always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Breida on the carry.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. This offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Miami.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
45-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Given 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Looking outside, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
The tackle made.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
6-yard line.
Now Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw, Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
Howard on the cover.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Carr to throw. And he'll find runs on the right side. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Carr to throw for it on 4th down.